Absolutely love it. Seafood gumbo in the kitchen, going to be so good, guys.
Anne's giving me her secrets in my ear without the earpiece, if you guys saw a little bit of that. Anne and Cal going to be talking about the American Red Cross Gumbo Cook-Off. It's coming up April 12th, so now's the time to get ready. Thought we'd make some seafood gumbo in the kitchen this morning. So you're sharing a few of your secrets with us.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to start with the roux over here because good gumbo starts with the roux.
Always starts with a roux. And the secret to some really good gumbo, and I got this from a chef, is you use bacon grease, not oil. Gives it a little extra. And basically what you're doing with this is going to thicken your gumbo up, and your okra will do the same thing. But you can make it as light or as dark as you want.
And what do you prefer? How dark?
A medium to dark.
Okay.
About the color of coffee.
Yeah,
okay.
About the color of coffee. And the interesting thing is that it will go from really pretty to burned quick. So you just stand over it, right?
Stir, stir, stir. I remember my mama making gumbo all the time, and she could never leave it no matter who called. She would not leave that stove. So you're going to stir, stir, stir. About how long does it take for it to get that brown color you guys are looking for?
Oh, 5 minutes maybe. Depends on the heat you use. I've got it on pretty high right now.
Okay.
You can do it slower.
Okay.
I'm just impatient.
Well, we all are. None of us have a whole lot of time. Well, while you're stirring that roux, let's talk about this gumbo cook-off that's coming up, because there's going to be lots of gumbo, just like this seafood gumbo you guys are making this morning. April 12th is when it's going to happen.
Absolutely. This is the 6th gumbo cook-off, and we are very excited that this year we have tickets on sale at all the Rouse's supermarkets in town. They're going to handle ticket sales, but they are available now at all Rouse's supermarkets. You can also get them at the Red Cross office, which is on Sage Street, or by going online at the Red Cross, and you can call the Red Cross office. We have over 20 teams this year that are going to be cooking.
It's a lot of gumbo.
That's a lot of gumbo. And remember, when you come on the grounds, we're open from 11 to 2, and you can sample all the gumbo that's being cooked. Just pay your money to come on. You can come by each one of the booths. Everybody has samples for you. It's just wonderful. Budweiser has beer, and you can really have a great time. There's a kids area. There's also a pet area that there are going to be pets available. So we just want everybody to come by and have a great time.
Bigger and better than ever. That's a lot of gumbo. So let's talk about, you talking about kids and pets, let's talk about this dragon here. This is your team.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Our team is called Dragon's Breath Gumbo, and our booth is, we have all kinds of dragons. You see what's happening here? And we actually won the second year we had it. Our gumbo recipe won, and it's from a young man who waited on us down in Gulf Shores. It is a really good recipe.
Are we doing the same recipe this year? We're going to change things up a little bit.
No, I never know what I'm going to put in anything. And that's the good thing about gumbo is it's a good way to clean your refrigerator. Just don't put corn in it.
Corn? I've never had it.
I did, and it was a corn and crab bisque that the lady had. She dumped it in her gumbo. It was a little different.
Different, not so good though?
Not your regular. And I have been told by purists that seafood gumbo, you never put chicken in it, and you can put some sausage, New Orleans sausage, but it should be just crab meat, shrimp, oysters.
Okay, and that's what you're putting in?
Yes.
Okay.
There are actually 3 categories that will be cooked on the grounds on the 12th. There is the seafood gumbo, but there's also a category for chicken and sausage.
Okay.
And there's an exotic gumbo that's going to be cooked. There will be alligator or snake, or you just don't know.
Oh, that's a
so
scary
you can
one.
you can walk up to a booth and say it's exotic, and what's in it? Well, we can't tell you, but
I think I would stay away from that one, but that's just me. I'm going to go towards your seafood gumbo, and you guys can go April 12th. All that gumbo, different kinds, the seafood, the sausage, the chicken. This is going to be one you're going to have to try. All that information is on fox10tv.com. It's on our Studio 10 page. And again, this recipe is there as well, so if you want to make some at home.
Cherish got denied the kiss. Lap sit is good, though.
Yes.
The dogs love Cherish, and that'd be a great dog for you to take and make your forever pet in your home. That'd be fantastic. I tell you what, you're holding a spoon, and we want to tell the folks why. This is Ann and Cal with the American Red Cross. What's going on here, Ann?
Okay, I learned this from a chef years ago. He said if you are going to do a shrimp cocktail, you put the whole shrimp in it. But if you are making a soup or a gumbo or a casserole, if you will slice your raw shrimp lengthwise, because even after you peel your shrimp, that outside skin is a little tough. If you cut it this way, it absorbs all the spices and stuff a whole lot better.
And that's what gumbo is all about.
Exactly.
All that flavor, the roux, the spices, all that getting in there. And if you cut the shrimp that way, you can absorb all that and have more flavor with every bite. What a great tip, Ann. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
All right, so remember that when you're making your seafood gumbo. Now, Cal over here, you're working on cutting up these vegetables. What are we
Absolutely.
talking about over there, Cal?
Well, we've got celery, onion, and of course green peppers. These are the important ingredients that go in there with all the seafood and everything. And you've got to make sure that everything is pretty consistent as far as the way it's chopped. You just can't throw big pieces in there. It's all got to be melded together before it goes in there. She put some of it in the roux, I think, as it gets ready to get cooked. This lady here has been cooking for the American Red Cross how many years?
28, I've been a volunteer.
28. She's been a
For
volunteer for the American
disasters
Red
and-
Cross. And she cooks everything from gumbo on down, and has held cooking classes for the American Red Cross for so many
Disaster
years
classes,
too.
yeah.
And that's a very important thing as far as what she does for the Red Cross. It's just not the gumbo that she cooks. It's all the things that she does to the Red Cross.
Well,
too.
why don't we take that a step further and say, if you can't make the gumbo cook-off, what are some other ways that people can help or get involved with the Red Cross?
Count?
Absolutely. Well, there are all kinds of things such as disaster relief, all kind of classes that you can get involved with to learn how you can help with the
CPR.
Red Cross. There's things to help returning veterans and their families when they're overseas and helping. There's helping in schools, helping in hospitals. There's just so many things that you can do. All you need to do is contact the Red Cross and learn about the classes that are available that you can go. And right now is an important time to check. Of course, we're coming into hurricane season, and you can learn about the things that you can help out if we happen to have a hurricane in this area. So you think about what happened in Christmas 2 years ago when we had all the tornadoes here. There was such a need for volunteers at that time, and we need them here at our local Red Cross.
And I tell you what, all that contact information you can find on our website, the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. When we come back, we're going to talk once more about the 6th annual Gumbo Cook-Off that's coming up, and we're going to finish up this gumbo so it's ready to go. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy Monday. We're trying to get you going on a Monday because Monday's kind of that day that's like, But one thing that's definitely going to get you going is what we're making in the kitchen. Seafood gumbo. Ann and Cal are here. American Red Cross Gumbo Cook-Off is coming up. So you guys have shared your seafood gumbo recipe with us.
Yes, it's on your website.
That's right. Okay, so this Gumbo Cook-Off is coming up April 12th. And it's going to be in Bienville Square.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And everybody's invited. This is a family event. Even pets are invited this time.
Well, we wouldn't allow pets to come on the ground. Well, I guess we
Yes,
do.
we do,
Yes,
because
do.
we
Yes,
have an
you could
adopt-a
bring
pet.
your- Yes.
They have their own little corner.
Yeah,
Oh, good
yes.
deal.
Yes.
We-
We want to mention, too, that Modern Eldorado is going to be playing all day long from 11 to 2.
Okay,
Great
music.
band. Great
Yeah.
band.
Oh, yeah.
And we were mentioning earlier, too, that it's a great opportunity for people to volunteer. We need volunteers actually for that day. So if
Okay.
this sounds like a fun event for you, you could call the American Red Cross office and say, I'd like to volunteer. I could volunteer for that day to help out for this event.
And what are the volunteers going to be doing?
They can do anything from pick up trash that day to just helping out moving judges around, or
Okay.
helping with people coming in
Helping
the
set up
gate.
tents and
set
tables.
up
Yeah,
tents.
we
you
need
know,
'em.
Just anything that could be done that day.
And I'm sure they'll get to eat some of this good gumbo
Oh, yeah.
too,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned earlier, I want to remind everybody, if you're not into seafood gumbo, don't let that deter you. You guys are also going to have categories, some other categories.
Chicken and
Yes.
sausage and the wild
Exotic.
game exotic is what they
Exotic,
call it.
Right.
Okay, all right, so lots of gumbo. April 12th, that's a Saturday in Bienville Square in downtown Mobile. It's hard when you're getting gumbo to get like everything in. You have to like chop it all up and get it all together.
Right.
So I'm going to try to get not too big of a bite so I can still talk. But also, I would just want to get everything. I'm going to sit here and, yeah, hey, there's a close-up of my hand. Getting my gumbo. Recipe is on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page. Now maybe we'll get a close-up of my mouth. I'm just
Right.
kidding.
Tickets available at Rouse's Supermarket and at the American Red Cross office. And also, they're $12 if you buy them now, $15 at the gate.
This is good gumbo. Make sure you go to our website, fox10tv.com, Studio 10 page, and get this recipe. Thank you, guys.
You're
Thank you.
welcome, Dawn.